Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I decided to do these social media inspired nail art. These designs you see here are completely free-handed using acrylic paint and nail polish. So if you'd like to see how I did this nail art, then just keep on watching. So I'm going to be showing you the demo on these false nails I glued onto toothpicks. And this nail right here is on the thumbnail. As you can see, I'm going to be using red nail polish, and I'm just going to draw a diagonal line near the bottom portion of the nail. For the rest of the nail, I'm going to paint it black. I tried at first going in with a striper, but as you can see, the polish was all streaky. Now I'm just going in with a regular, nail polish brush, and I'm just going to completely fill it in with the black nail polish. As for the rest of the nail designs, for the middle nail, it's going to be painted blue, the index and ring are going to be white, and the little pinky is going to be yellow. So now jumping to the design time, I'm going to go back to the first nail design, which is on the thumbnail, and I'm going to be using acrylic paint and my dotting tool and toothpick, but for the black portion of the nail, I am just going to paint on the Tik Tok symbol. As you can see, I first went in with white just for the basic outline, and now I'm going to go in with red and blue acrylic paint and just, fill it in on the spots it's supposed to go. Of course, any mistakes done, you can go back in with white or black to fix up or clean up the line work. But yeah, so that pretty much completes it for that top part of the design. As for the red part, I'm just going to go in with white acrylic paint and draw on some wiggles. This is supposed to be for Musical.ly. And any mistakes done on this portion of the nail design, you can always go in with red acrylic paint and a very fine toothpick to fix them. But yeah, so here's the finished nail design. So now moving on to the second nail design, which is going to be on the index nail. We're going to be doing like a little gradient for the Instagram. I'm going to be using acrylic paint since I don't have the nail polishes in the color I want. But starting at the bottom, I'm going to go in with purple. Next, I'm going to go in with some red, and finally some yellow. I'm now going to dab it all over the nail. And when it comes to gradients with me, it's usually hit or miss. It's okay. So I'm going to wait a little bit for the gradient to dry, and now I'm going to go in with my dotting tool and white acrylic paint, and I'm just going to paint on the Instagram logo. It's fairly easy. It's just a little square, a little dot, and a circle. So now moving on to the third nail design, which is going to be the Facebook nail. I'm first going to go in with some white acrylic paint and my dotting tool, and I'm just going to paint on a little F near the top part of the nail. So for my dotting tool, it has two sides. I'm going to use the side that, it's kind of big for the dots. But now I'm going to go in with white acrylic paint, and I'm just going to paint on a couple dots near the rest of the nail. Of course, once I got the dots where I wanted them, I just went back in and made them a little bit bigger, like in the form of circles. So I'm going to let this white circles completely dry before I move on to the next step. And basically what I'm going to do is go in with some yellow acrylic paint and completely fill in most of the circles except for one. I'm going to paint it red. And if you can't tell by now, these are supposed to be like the little reacting emojis that are on Facebook. But for one of the designs, I'm going to go in with a little bit of red acrylic paint and just kind of, stipple it on to make like the angry emoji. But now I'm going to go in with black acrylic paint and just make the little faces. And for that one little red circle, I'm just going to go in with my dotting tool and red acrylic paint. White acrylic paint, and just paint on a heart. So at this part, you can say you're done. However, I really didn't like that blue. I realized it was the wrong color. So now I'm going to go in with like this darkish blue acrylic paint and just completely fill in everything. You can also see that some of my circles kind of have jagged edges. So this step also really helps me clean up the line work. But yeah guys, here's the finished nail design. So moving on to the fourth nail design, which is going to be on the ring nail, and as you can see it has a white base. So first things first is I'm going to go in with my dotting tool and red acrylic paint, and I'm just going to paint on, like a little square near the top part of the nail. So I'm gonna go ahead and let that little square dry. So in the meantime, I'm gonna paint on another four-cornered shape, except this time I'm gonna paint on a rectangle. So for the square, I'm just gonna go in with my toothpick and some white acrylic paint, and I'm just gonna paint on the YouTube play button. As for the rest of the design, I'm now gonna go in with some black acrylic paint to paint on you, and on the red rectangle, I'm gonna go in with some white and a toothpick to paint on tube. For the fifth and final nail design, which is going to be on the pinky, so I never really used this app like ever in my life, but it's going to be the Snapchat logo. I'm first going to go in with my toothpick and black acrylic paint and just going to paint on the outline of the ghost. Afterwards, I'm just going to fill in with white. And yeah, here's the finished nail design. So because acrylic paint was used throughout this whole mani, it's very important that you go on top of it with a top coat. I first went on top of it with a shiny top coat just to smooth out all of the acrylic paint. However, me personally, I'm not really a big fan of like these shiny finishes. However, if you by any chance are, these are what the nails look like whenever you add a shiny finish. But personally, I really like these soft matte finishes, so I'm now going to go in with a matte top coat and completely fill over all of my nails. And these are what they look like when you add a matte top coat. But yes guys, anyways, so here are the completed social media inspired nail art. I'm also planning on doing some more nail art dedicated to social media such as Twitter and OnlyFans. But anyways guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, thanks for watching.